Xenoverse 3 is officially coming, and what better way to prepare than to push myself to the limit and platinum the game where it all started, Dragon Ball Xenoverse 1. This is a game that I know I played, but I don't really remember what happens, so it'll be a fun refresher. In order to get this platinum, we have to lock in crazy. We need to beat the story, complete everyone's training, collect every single super and ultimate attack, and much, much more. This was a life-changing experience, and you don't want to miss it. I'll be splitting this journey into phases, but before we get into that, please, please, please gather all of your energy and smash that like button. I'm bringing y'all some banger Dragon Ball content, and subscribing to the channel will not only help me grow, but it'll help me keep you entertained. Let's aim for 100 likes on this video, and let's begin with our first phase, which is of course the story mode, which I'm calling The Legend of Jordizzle.
Kiseki no Honō yo, Moeagare yo, kimi no kokoro ni, mirai no tame. 前には闇が迫る Going back 白黒の夕暇はもうないのさボルテージは焼き付いただけ正面から行けば No やばいぜ撃たれて立ち上がり君を 変われやめそうやったな奇跡の炎よ燃え上がれよ君の魂に試練さえ力にして栄光の光燃え盛れよ過去の悲しみ今の臨境へバンバン
The game starts with flashes from another timeline. We take control of Goku and re-experience 3 of his major battles with the Emperor Frieza, the Perfect Being Cell, and the demonic Majin Buu. After this is over, we get into the main draw of this game. Now, if for some reason you've been living under a rock for the past decade, the main draw of Xenoverse is that you get to create your own character and help restore rifts in the timeline that we know. If you were around the time this game was coming out, then you remember how hype this was. Dragon Ball as a whole was kind of in a dead spot and had just been revived with Battle of Gods and Resurrection F. So now being able to bring yourself into this universe was game-changing. We decided to go with a Saiyan because duh, who doesn't want to go Super Saiyan? And after dripping him out, Jordizzle is ready to begin his journey, earning us only just beginning for completing the prologue. Suddenly, I've been summoned to an unknown area. A dragon disappears as soon as I arrive, and a purple-haired warrior approaches me. Without any explanation, we fight. This is kind of an extension to the prologue, except this time the game is actually telling us how to play. It's an easy fight, so we're just gonna move on. The purple-haired warrior introduces himself as Trunks. He's the one who summoned me here to Toki Toki to join him in the Time Patrol to correct changes in history. He tells us to talk to some Time Patrollers around, and we take this time to introduce ourselves to the world around us. This is Toki Toki City, and it's split into 3 branches. The first being the Plaza of Time, which is where the story primarily takes place as the Time Nest is here. The next being the Time Machine Station, where we personally will spend most of our time later with parallel quests, and it's also the main hub. Lastly, we have the industrial sector where you can buy skills, items, and drip. We link back up with the big homie Trunks, and he takes us inside the Time Nest and whips out the Scroll of Eternity, basically a big ass scroll with all of history. The first thing he shows us is Goku unable to rotate the stick properly and thus being killed by a special beam cannon, as Raditz is powered up and is able to dodge it. He kills Piccolo, and clearly that timeline is doomed. It's up to me to save it. In a dramatic saving of Gohan, Jordizzle have arrived to the scene. Now that there's 3 of us, Raditz gets absolutely pieced up and jumped. I'm still figuring out the controls and just messing around to see what works for me, as my moves right now kinda suck. After Raditz gets blitzed, the result screen shows up and we earn XP and Zenny. Of course, there's a leveling system in this game. and you actually choose the direction in which your fighter goes. You can opt to make him a physical attacker, utilizing up and close combat, or you can make him a blast specialist, making key attacks much stronger. Or you can kind of just be mid at both, but hey, it's up to you, you have the option. For now, I'm just prioritizing making my punches stronger, as that's mostly what I do anyways. Raditz and Goku die like they're supposed to, and history is saved. For now. Completing this Saiyan saga earns me goodbye Goku, and we head to the time machine station to do the most mind-numbing thing in this game, parallel quests. For now, they aren't that bad, but after completing the story, you'll see why I'm kind of negative towards it. We now have to complete the PQ tutorial, with Trunks showing us the ropes and making us fight Cybermen. This quest was boring obviously, and after clearing it, I got a fantastic journey begins for completing my first parallel quest. After doing that, another quest was unlocked alongside the DLC ones. Now I could have cheesed my way through this and got some quick and easy levels, but I didn't want to do this the easy way, so I stuck with the base game quests until I did as many as the game allowed me to. I was able to get to level 8 and we return to the time nest. Here in the Return of the Saiyan saga, I gotta help the fodder of the group fend off Cybermen. It's so crazy looking back on it. I think it's so disrespectful that Nappa and Vegeta really planted these creatures that are around the same level as Raditz. He might be the sorriest villain of all time. Sometime later in the mission, I got separated from the humans and these bums thought they could jump me like I'm Raditz. I did my thing on them with my brand new skill, the Kamehameha that I picked up from using my natural talent to copy Goku's move. Also, I'm really thinking, how come the big homie Trunks just barks instructions at me instead of pulling up and helping me out? He's at the time nest on a lunch break while I'm getting jumped. I guess he shouldn't be seen by the Z Fighter since he, kind of meets them later on, so I guess he gets a pass for now. Our next fight is against Nappa. We get his health low and he kills Piccolo, which is what's supposed to happen. We keep holding him off until my glorious King Goku arrives. Once again, I fight by his side as we run duos against Nappa and Vegeta. Me and Goku are the dream team, so we get the job done easily and our mission is complete. Except it's not. Vegeta becomes a big ass ape and we have to keep him distracted for Krillin to cut his tail off, which actually, Trunks got history wrong here. I don't know if it's because maybe this is a slightly different timeline, or the devs were just super lazy, or maybe they just straight up forgot. But yeah, while Krillin does attempt to cut off Vegeta's tail, he's not the one to do it. Yajirobe is. This is Yajirobe Erasure, and I will not stand for it. We need to put some respect on the Tenkaichi 3 and Patch 1 Sparking Zero Legend's name. Anyways, we finish Vegeta off, and we keep history in check, earning us melancholic curtain call. We're also introduced to the Supreme Kai of Time, and if I'm being honest, she really don't be doing nothing. She's just comedic relief. Me, her, and Trunks are supposed to be like the dynamic trio. Now, allow me to explain the natural progression of this game. After you complete a story saga, parallel quests related to that saga will now be available to you. You use these quests to level up and grow stronger with equip items and new moves before heading back into the story. I personally think it's a pretty good gameplay loop. It really kept me engaged and prevented me from burning out. These quests aren't too relevant to the story, so I'll only bring them up in this phase when they are. Since we're about to enter a new era, I needed to change my fit. And so, this is the drip we rockin' for our trip to Planet Namek. Let me get a rating 1 through 10. I also hit up King Kai and grinded to get me the ability to use Kaioken ×3. I also have a new ultimate attack in the form of Giant Storm. It seems like it covers a lot of ground and can attack multiple people at once, so it seems pretty nice for me. Also, these are my stats heading into the mission. I plan on being a blast specialist, so my stats reflect that. Lastly, before we get into it, I need to show some love to the music. The Toki Toki City theme is an absolute banger, but I also just love how the music slows down when you enter the time nest. Oh wait, I didn't realize that. Hold on. The music changes from when you're outside to when you're inside the time nest. That is gas. We get to see history being changed on Namek and are shown the Ginyu Force, but something's different from the textbooks that I've read on them. Their leader doesn't look like Ginyu, it's Vegeta, and he got his cheeks spread crazy. I kind of see why Bulma took a liking to him. Ginyu took Vegeta's body and then took Goku's body with no body to stop him. This is the future we need to prevent. And so, we touch down on Namek and get to cooking. I managed to hold down the fort until Goku gets here, but I'm ashamed to say, he got me. Ginyu hit me with a team combo along with Jace, and this ended up with my body being snatched. This wasn't supposed to happen. It's throwing me off too because his moveset is cheeks. What grown adult screams out Milky Cannon when doing an attack? While Goku fights me, who is actually Ginyu, I take my scary ass to Frieza's spaceship to help Krillin and Gohan get the Dragon Balls. In order to help them safely, we have to defeat 20 of these grunts. We run into Goldo here, and thankfully, he's the weakest member of, I guess it's my crew now. After he goes down, the enemies just keep coming and coming, and I'm starting to get scared because, like, I feel like I've killed more than 20, and Gohan and Krillin are on their last legs. Thankfully, I don't have to get scolded as we finish the mission before the worst case scenario happens. Goku and Ginyu-Mi arrive, and it's time to get my body back one way or the other. He tries to take Goku's body, but I'm able to intercept it. Somehow Goldo's still alive, and he uses Zaworldo to freeze Goku in place and allow Ginyu to properly steal his body, just the way it should be. Everything plays out the way it should after this, and another future is saved, except something catches my eye. I investigate and see two suspicious looking beings, a scrumptious looking woman and a meathead with her. Apparently, I'm getting in their way and this doofus wants to box. I give them a lesson in Hands 101 and they retreat for now. Not without telling me that they'll erase me if I meddle again, like I'm supposed to be scared of a dude I just whooped. The Supreme Kai of Time informs us that they're from the Demon Realm and that the girl's name is Toa, younger sister of the Demon King Dabura. Mirror is just a creation of hers. They want to steal energy to release the seal that contains them in the Demon Realm. She also tells us about another who tried taking control of the Time Nest, but vaguely tells us that she packed them up. Kind of weird that she even mentioned it, but whatever. We get impending war for completing the Ginyu Force saga. I'm gonna be honest, my drip was throwing me off, so we had to make a few changes. Let me know what y'all think about the Frieza saga drip. Me personally, I think it's the best one so far, even though this is only the third outfit. Also, a quick little stat check for y'all. I'm feeling pretty beastie and I'm ready to show Frieza what this Saiyan gets up to. So while Goku's still healing in the pod, Gohan is getting cooked. Since Frieza powered up so much, Goku couldn't heal up fully, meaning he's fried pickles. It's up to us to hold Frieza off to give Goku proper time to heal, starting with first form. I feel like I'm coming in different, cause yo, we are really doing it to him. He skips his second and third forms and just jumps right into his final form. Pretty much one giant storm triggers a cutscene and now me and the Grill Master Piccolo gotta tag team him. Speaking of giant storm, this move really is crazy. Look how much damage it does. After that, Goku appears and it's time for me to hold off Frieza to give him time to charge up the Spirit Bomb. Also, can we talk about how Trunks is really a cheerleader?
Spirit Bomb! Goku's using the Spirit Bomb!
Yo! I'm sorry, I don't know why Trunks, he just sounds so like fanboy. He sounded hella fanboy-y there. And it's like, don't you already know what happens? Spirit Bomb! Goku's using the Spirit Bomb, like, yo! Geeking out. You know what, you're right. No matter how many times he uses it, it never gets old, you're right. Anyways, Goku finishes it off and they enjoy a happy ending. Wait, am I gonna be in the background? Aww. I thought I was gonna be right there celebrating with him. Oh! I'm not gonna lie, that scared me. Yo, what is up with these freaks grabbing me by my throat?
Mr. Piccolo!
Oh, it was Frieza that grabbed me. I thought that was Toa and Mira. Uh-oh.
Stop it, Frieza!
Krillin! It's glorious. They say having Krillin cheeked up? Yeah, Android 18 got a type. Aura. I can't even lie, that scene caught me by surprise too. This game continues to amaze me and it's just such an immersive experience. This game genuinely has me feeling like a side character too. I know this is Goku's story, but damn, I want to have my Super Saiyan moment too. After more fighting, Frieza goes 100%, and honestly, now that I have Giant Storm, fighting got a little too easy. Goku also loves to spam him some Kamehameha, so we get through this unscathed. After the fight, Goku reaffirmed my position as a side character and thanked me, but told me to get the F out in the nicest way possible.
Let me be the one to finish this, though.
Hey, you got it, go! You got it! Dude, do what you gotta do! I'm just a side character. Don't let me steal your show. Yo, my guy, they didn't even show a single frame of my guy. He just packed his shit. He packed his shit up and got the fuck out of there. The Supreme Kai of Time starts monologuing, and we get teased that there's an even bigger villain looming in the background. All that is over, and we get legendary Super Saiyan for completing the Frieza saga. We're about to begin a new saga, so you know what that means. New drip alert! Now y'all gotta keep it 100 with me. Am I the flyest time patroller in history, or what? I make everything look good. These androids better watch out. Oh wait, the future preview shows us losing to Cell and Mr. Satan? Something ain't right. I saved Mr. Satan from turning into a microwave meatball and use my new drip to squash this bug. I can't lie, he actually made it kind of close. I see Toa using her magical stick, and Mr. Satan has changed. He don't like me and Goku standing in his way, and now he wants to box me for it. Just because he can use ki blasts and whatnot doesn't mean he can stand up to me. I do kind of start to feel bad though, because he doesn't stay down and even tells me that it hurts. Poor Mr. Satan. I gotta keep punching him though until eventually the evil leaves his body. The Cell Juniors come out now, and me and the Humies have our fun with them. Everything goes as planned until Gohan transforms and has evil energy. I'm not really sure why they would boost his energy, seeing as that only helps us, but I mean, whatever. Instead of helping Gohan with Cell, we leave him be and confront our two enemies. Surprisingly, I'm not alone in this battle. The biggest homie Trunks comes and transforms into a Super Saiyan, just straight up flexing on me, by the way. This may have been the most generational jumping I've ever been a part of. This mirror dude is really a fraud. He looked like he was gonna charge up and go all out, but his mommy told him to back off. We head back to Gohan, and Cell is still eviled up. Also, Gohan might actually be the strongest teammate I've ever had. All he knows is Super Kamehameha. He lost like 50 of them. Oh, Kamehameha at the gate. I love the way you move, Gohan. Trunks can't be seen by them, so I understand why he would have won. Yo, god damn, Gohan! Yo, Gohan! He's just spamming. Yo, what the?
What's so funny?
I like it.
I wanna kill you.
Another one. Yo, bro.
What happened to Gohan? All of a sudden,
That's like 5 of them by now. Before we end the arc, though, I'm gonna need some instant replay, because after the battle, Yamcha said something that just straight up baffled me.
Yes, yes, I did it. Yes, yes, I did it. Yes, yes, I did it.
You.
He actually pulled it off. He won.
What did Yamcha just say? What did Yamcha just say? What did he just say? I know he didn't say what I thought he said. He did it? What did he do? The only thing I remember him doing in that entire arc was carrying Gohan after he beat Cell. Whatever. We get goodbye, warriors, for completing the Cell saga. Also a little out of order, but before this saga even began, I got heart-thumping encounter for adding a time patroller to my favorites list. Heading into the Majin Buu saga, we have new drip. This one isn't my favorite per se, but I'm trying to make every fit that I have different enough, and I don't want to reuse assets so much, but I still think it looks clean. I'm level 44 now, and I'm raring to go. We head to the time nest and start the mission, and I'm expecting Buu since, you know, Buu comes after Cell. But no, we're actually going to a different timeline. This is future Trunks' timeline, and even though he came back from the past stronger, he still isn't strong enough to fight these souped up super evil androids. Big homie Trunks starts fading away too. This is his past. You see, now it's personal to me. Along with future Trunks, who is technically past Trunks to me, we take down the androids and everything should be good, but it's not. Toa reveals that she actually made 2 changes. Trunks is starting to fully disappear. Suddenly, an unknown figure appears and offers to help me. Without any options, I go along with him and take his hand. He marks me and transports me to the location of past Trunks with perfect Cell looming. I'm sick and tired of all this. My best friend's existence is fading. I feel all of this anger inside of me, and I finally release it. I have become a Super Saiyan, and alongside Trunks, we take down Cell utilizing my new technique that I can only do now that I have Super Saiyan. Giant Storm Spam Barrage. With Cell defeated, this timeline is saved. Trunks asks me who I am, and I depart from him, telling him he'll know soon enough. Back at the time nest, Trunks' body is fully restored. I tell the Supreme Kai of Time about that dude who marked me and let her sit and think on it, earning me peace for the future for completing the future Android saga. I also did a few parallel quests and earned Chaos is Coming for completing 50% of all parallel quests. I also started some of the Majin Buu saga here since the last saga was pretty short. We see Goku transform into his iconic Super Saiyan 3. Toa and Mira want revenge on Majin Buu for killing her older brother, and Mira goes to kill both of them. Except I am here. They're sick of seeing me, and honestly, I'm kinda over them too. Mira is the biggest fraud I've ever seen, and now's the time to really put an end to things. He can't guard the Giant Storm Spam Barrage, and finally, I finish him with a quick Kamehameha. I did that? I finished him off?
No.
Look at her! She's tight! I head over to Goku, who's fighting against 3 souped up Majin Buus, and lend him a hand once more. After defeating the 3 regular sized Buus, Goku's worn out and a bunch of bite-sized Buus appear. In order to give Goku time to recover, I have to go all out and fend off all these globs of bubblegum myself. Fortunately, my signature move is cheesy enough to hold it down. Boo wants me to keep him company until Gotenks appears, but F that, I'm tired. Back at the time nest, my hand starts glowing pink. The Supreme Kai of Time locks in tremendously and puts a stop to it immediately. Apparently, I was given the mark of the Majin. The one who marked me appeared and he's introduced as Demon God Demigra. He wants Toki Toki, the bird that's always hanging around us. I guess that bird really holds the key to the city. Trunks strikes him without even thinking, and it turns out he's just a mirage. He's still stuck in the crack of time. However, he's slowly escaping the prison he's in. Before I continue the Majin Buu saga, I had some free time, so I wanted to go for a couple other trophies. I decided I wanted to collect the Dragon Balls as I'll need to collect them 7 times for the Platinum, and so, using Parallel Quest 5, I beat Yamcha, Tien, and Krillin. And after I do, a time patroller should appear in front of the Room of Spirit and Time. If nobody appears, restart the mission and repeat until they do. When they appear, beat them up, and you should get 2 items. A material item, and then a key item. If you don't get the key item, restart and repeat until you do. Then you just have to complete the quest like normal, and you'll get a Dragon Ball at the end of it. I got the 2-star ball as my very first Dragon Ball, earning me both World's Best Kept Secret for getting my first Dragon Ball, and another bit of hope for getting the 2-star ball specifically. In between my Dragon Ball hunting, I also completed my first Master training with Krillin, earning me Orin Temple training. Since this is my first Master, I'll explain what Masters are and how to finish them quickly. Masters in this game are warriors who you can train under. They teach you their signature skills upon completing steps in their training. Each Master has 4 lessons: the initial one, 2 in between, and the graduating lesson. In order to progress through Masters, you must meet their specific requirement to initiate training, and then you must raise their friendship meter. The fastest way to do that is to use their skills and use both ally slots on them during parallel quests. So since Krillin was my Master, I would bring 2 Krillins with me on quests. For now, I'm not too worried about Masters, so I only have Krillin done. After this, I got Grandpa's Memoir for collecting the 4-star ball and finished collecting all 7. Collecting all 7 allowed me to summon Shenron. In order to platinum this game, you have to do this 7 times like I mentioned before. You have to wish for new ultimate attacks twice to collect every ultimate attack in the game, new super attacks twice to collect every super attack in the game, and you have to wish for more usable characters 3 times to unlock every character in the game. These are mandatory, so obviously I'm gonna wish for one of them. Did you actually think I was gonna waste my first wish on one of those? Hell nah. I need me some bread so I can buy some clothes. I need my closet full. Wishing for money earned me the best miracle in the world for summoning Shenron for the first time, and eyes on the prize for having 500,000 Zenny. With my new money, I bought all the drip I could and I landed on this fit, which will end up being the fit I retire with. Y'all have to admit, this is elite drip. Nobody is doing it like I am. There's barely any good options in the game, and you don't even get a preview of the clothes before you buy them. I hope Xenoverse 2 brings me more options. Alright, this is my new skill layout, and I'm now level 48. It's time to continue the Buu saga. Demigra uses his powers to make Piccolo turn on Goten and Trunks. Super Buu is also a victim, and instead of entertaining a fight with Gohan, he goes straight into blowing the planet up. We can't let that happen. I arrive on the scene, and although Demigra is an enemy on the field, I make Piccolo my priority and beat the evil out of him, allowing me and the kids to defeat Demigra with the power of jumping. Our next opponent is Super Buu. The children fuse and Gotenks is born. And all the time that we're fighting, Super Buu is oddly quiet. Like, not a word of dialogue from him except for screaming. He runs away to the wasteland where me and Piccolo team up to fight him now. We exchange blows for a bit until the real hero shows up, Gohan. Piccolo takes a backseat and me and Gohan go to work on Buu, who's actually talking now, until he's infused with dark energy and prematurely reverts to his pure evil form, Kid Buu. This crash out is a menace. He got my health so freaking low. If I had no items, I'd be finished. Also, thankfully I'm with Gohan and not anyone else. This is the first time I genuinely got carried in a mission. While Kid Buu is showing me what true terror is, Gohan saves me with his Kamehameha spam. After the mission, Kid Buu blows up Earth and we appear on the land of the Kais. So far, everything's going accordingly. Goku starts preparing the Spirit Bomb while me and Vegeta protect him from Buu. Vegeta's efforts to convince the freshly revived Earthlings isn't working, and that's when the greatest hero to ever grace the entire multiverse steps up. Mr. Satan convinces everyone to lend their energy, allowing the spirit bomb to be executed properly. Kid Buu pushes back a bit, but I can't let that slide. Me and Goku finish the job, and once again, the timeline is saved. Mr. Satan announces to the world what has transpired.
We have caught and compromised to a permanent end Osama
Boo!
Laden.
We learn more about Demigra and how the Supreme Kai of Time defeated him and imprisoned him 75 million years ago. He's been plotting for 75 million years. How are we supposed to stop this? We earn Battle for the Universe for completing the Majin Buu saga. In the Time Nest, Demigra appears and reaffirms that after 75 million years, there's no way he's giving up. And honestly, I ain't even mad at it. Fair. He travels to a time period that has the Supreme Kai of Time shaking. I hadn't considered that this game would be doing the God of Destruction Beerus saga, but I mean, hey, I guess this will be interesting. Majin Buu refuses to give Beerus any pudding, but unlike the story I know, Vegeta clutches up and snags one and offers it to him. Goten and Trunks were playing catch with a Capsule Corp kickball, and Demigra interfered by shooting the ball Beerus's way and knocking the pudding out. This was honestly pretty smart of him, knowing that he probably can't control the God of Destruction. This of course led to a fight, and surprisingly, Beerus didn't put up that much of a fight. The Super Saiyan God Goku appears, and once again, I'm teaming up with Goku. I'ma be honest, I was low-key getting cooked here. Suddenly, it appears that Beerus is under Demigra's control. Goku's out of commission, and all I can do is transform into a Super Saiyan 2. I can't hang with these gods. What happens next? I think it's best if I just let the clip play out.
Chill!
Oh no. He's serious.
Yo, can we... Yo, I feel like it'd be easier if I cooked up some pudding and just gave it to him. No, it's not. I'm still here. Just give him a chopped cheese. Yo, I think Beerus would cream over a chopped cheese. That's facts.
Impossible! By the way, I knew you.
I'm not gonna lie, Beerus might be the coldest character in Dragon Ball history. Oh my god.
Trying to control.
The God of Destruction is with me!
Amazing, Lord Beerus.
Dab me up!
The tables.
Dab me up, Beerus! That's my boy! It was the chopped cheese! I cooked him up a chopped cheese, that's what it was!
I'll just destroy you.
The plan worked! The plan worked. One sniff of that adobo seasoning. And he was like, oh yeah, this is my boy. Yeah! Let's go! He got sazon in his nose. Oh, this game is lit, bro. This game is fire. This game is so fire. Oh, the game knew damn well I was not touching Beerus. So they had to force a way to have him team up with me. Also, Beerus, why does it look like I'm doing all the work? Why are you just on the side watching? Like, how, man? What do you Earthlings call it? Sazon, huh?
After teaming up with Beerus, Demigra is cake, and I hit him with the Kid Goku against Demon King Piccolo, only to find out it was another Demigra Mirage.
I hit him with the Kid Oh, it's a Mirage. Yo.
Beerus and Whis follow us to the Time Nest, and Beerus decides he's gonna take things into his own hands. We tell them, hey, back up, let us handle it. This is our fight. And they test us. Honestly, the battle wasn't as bad as I thought it'd be. We fought well enough to convince Beerus to let us handle it, and they take their leave, earning me expanding future for completing the God of Destruction Beerus saga. We are finally nearing the end. Demigra has escaped his cell in the crack of time, and the final battle begins now. The Supreme Kai of Time summons Shenron, and while she deals with that, we have to fight revived and super souped up villains in Frieza, Cell, and Majin Buu. Out of nowhere, instead of Trunks jumping in and helping me, Goku appears. It seems like that's what she was using the Dragon Balls for. With him by my side, we take care of these bums for the last time. However, it's not over. Evil souped up Vegeta, Gohan, and Gotenks appear. They seem to be mind-controlled by Demigra. Trunks really sees all of this, and he still isn't helping. I'm starting to think Trunks only summoned me so that I can do all the dirty work for him. Gohan is actually frying me, forcing me to use my items. Once he goes down though, it's smooth sailing from there. Back at Toki Toki City, it gets blown up. Demigra appears and he swallows Toki Toki. I make my way there and we fight on the destroyed Toki Toki stage. He offers me a job to work for him, and obviously I don't work for losers. Then he drops a bombshell at me. I know I was just frying him, but my best friend, the big homie, Trunks. He's been mind controlled. I quickly take out Demigra so me and Trunks can have our 1v1. I gotta say, honestly, it was a pretty entertaining fight. I was never cornered or anything, but it was cool. Once he's free, Demigra then turns his focus to me and tries to control me. Trunks and the Supreme Kai of Time do their best and prevent this. Once again, we fight. Except my health from the last fight stays. Luckily, I do have items on me, so this doesn't end up being too bad. Goku also appears, making this even easier. Since Goku now has access to God Ki, Demigra's mind control has no effect on him, so I don't even have to worry about having to fight him. Even though he goes down, he still doesn't stay down. He teleports away, and using Goku's instant transmission, we follow him back to the time nest. Demigra launches his attack and wants to take out all of history. Both me and Goku are struck, and it's all over. Suddenly, I hear Toki Toki, and with a flash, I'm taken to what seems like an ethereal plane. I grab a scroll from the ground and am taken right back to the moment we were defeated. The whole scene plays out again. I know what I have to do. I use the scroll and travel back to that moment. I free Goku from his shackles so he can resist and contain Demigra's blast, while I chase after him and prepare for the absolute final showdown. Demigra transforms into his final form. He's hella ugly, by the way, but I put my all into this battle. Once his health was low enough, I finished him off the only way I knew how. I'll show you what true fear feels like! Huh! There's only one way to finish this! Giant Storm!
What the hell does Time Chasm Crystal Shard 1 mean? Why am I not Super Saiyan?
Kame! Hame! It's no good! I need more power! Goku!
I know you're stronger. I can feel it. You're hopeless. Utterly hopeless.
Vegeta!
It's only a
Go
little
on!
more. Just a little more. You can't lose.
Everyone!
Don't be a fool.
Piccolo!
Just making it this far is amazing on its own.
Krillin! Master! I won't let you down! Oh! The power! It feels amazing! Ah! Ah! What's going on? Toki Toki! Oh! You're back! Toki Toki the bird is saved, and so is Toki Toki City. I gotta say, in complete 100% honesty, this game is fantastic. I felt so immersed into the story and the world of this game. I think the game works best if you actually put yourself in the shoes of the game. This is a role-playing game, and you really do get the most out of it if you just immerse yourself and let it happen. I really do appreciate what this game was going for, and honestly, I think it executed it pretty well. The pacing, the structure, the gameplay loop, all of it felt really good to me. You finish a saga, boom, go do some parallel quests, get stronger, get some new equip items, get some new skills, and then go back to the story and continue kicking butt. I'm actually really excited to experience Xenoverse 2 as I don't have as much experience with that game. I played the story of Xenoverse 1 when it first came out, but when Xenoverse 2 came out a year and some change later, I was a little turned off to be doing the whole time patrol thing again. It felt like it was too soon to be this repetitive, and I haven't really touched the game since. I don't remember anything about that story except that there's a masked Bardock, I think, but I don't remember progressing too far into it anyways, so I can't wait to be back at it with Jordizzle's descendant. But for now, we earn Strong Rival, Strong Hero for completing the Demon God Demigra saga. Technically, the main story isn't over, but if I'm being honest, the saga after this kind of feels like filler. Before we get there though, I earned End of the Century excitement for completing over 80% of parallel quests and all around the universe for visiting all stages. In order to unlock the final saga, you have to collect 5 shards. You get one for beating Demigra, one for talking to Recon the NPC, and the others can be obtained by completing specific parallel quests. There's also the DLC sagas, but it's just missions based off GT, and nothing there contributes to the platinum. I played through them still, but essentially, all they did was help level me up. The actual final saga features the story of Bardock and how Frieza ended him. He gets sucked into a wormhole, and that's that. We then fight the legendary Super Saiyan Broly, and he also gets sucked into a wormhole. They get transported back in time, I think around the time that everyone is training for the androids, and me, Vegeta, and Bardock team up to take down Broly. That's all the story is, and while it's kinda interesting, it doesn't really get too deep. It's all surface level. Trunks cleans up the mess, and that's it. We earn Close Calls are more exciting for completing the legendary Super Saiyan saga, and thus closing out phase 1 of this platinum. Moving on to phase 2, this phase will tackle the grindy part of this platinum, which is unlocking every super and ultimate attack in the game. This is why parallel quests are so exhausting. There are 55 parallel quests in the game, and you have to keep repeating each one of them until you get every skill that can drop from them. During this phase, I also trained with several masters, taking them with me on these quests to max our friendship level, earning me 8 trophies for graduating from these masters. Anyways, as for the parallel quests, these were abysmal. There were multiple times this platinum where I kind of just wanted to give up and just make a video covering the story, but I kept pushing through. I wanted the full Xenoverse experience. Most of these quests are fine as they just require you to defeat specific enemies until the words "you got skill" appear. If you defeat an enemy that's supposed to drop a skill and you don't see those words, you can just retry the quest quickly and save so much time. However, there are some quests that require you to trigger an ultimate finish and do something specific that doesn't tell you you got skill when you get it. First of all, triggering an ultimate finish is complete RNG. You can meet the requirements to do it, however, it does not trigger the event every time. Not only that, but completing the quest with an ultimate finish does not guarantee you the skill either. So not only do you have to get lucky to actually trigger the ultimate finish, you also have to get lucky to get the skill in the first place. The first quest to show me true pain was Parallel Quest 16, Super Saiyan Legend. Getting the skill Super Vegeta was pure agony. In order to trigger the ultimate finish, you have to recruit Krillin inside of the spaceship and let Frieza kill him. Doing this will cause Goku to appear and transform into a Super Saiyan. After Frieza transforms to 100%, Vegeta will join you as an ally. This is not to be confused with the other Vegetas on screen. He was my master at the time I was doing this quest. Anyways, after defeating Frieza with the quest Vegeta still alive, if you're lucky and the ultimate finish triggers, he'll turn Super Saiyan and defeating him will earn you Super Vegeta, if you're lucky. This one took way too many tries, and on a run where the ultimate finish does trigger, it can take up to 7 to 8 minutes each attempt, meaning that you can go hours repeating the same quest and still not get the skill you want. It's disgustingly grindy. Numerous other quests gave me this exact same problem, such as Parallel Quest 25, 31, 32, 36, 38, 40, 41, 43, and 45. However, those aren't even the worst ones. Towards the end, you get to the really long quest, and 47 was the start of it. Now, I got lucky and managed to get pressure signed quickly enough, but this is a quest that on an ultimate finish can take up to 14 minutes. Imagine doing that 30 or more times. That's 420 minutes. That's 7 hours. This is something that has happened to people, and low-key, if that happened to me, this video would not exist as I do not have the patience for that. Quests 48 and 50 are similar to this as well, but they weren't too bad on me. 54 and 55 were the absolute death of me. 54 took me around 2 to 3 hours as you have to defeat every Saiyan in the game, including their fused forms in under 10 minutes in order to trigger the ultimate finish. And then you have to defeat a revived Broly, Gotenks, and Vegito to complete the ultimate finish. There are 3 skills you need: Saiyan Spirit from Bardock, Blaster Shell from Broly, and times 100 Big Bang Kamehameha from the ultimate finish. Not only do you need these 3 skills, Bardock doesn't appear until right before the final wave, and Broly is the final wave. So having to do this quest over and over again sucked. 55 is pretty much the same thing, except 2 of the 3 skills require an ultimate finish. It took me 2 hours, but after it was done, that was finally it. The bulk of the platinum was complete. During this phase, I earned memories buried in time for completing every parallel quest. Phase 3 is going to be the finishing touches of the last phase. Although I got all the super and ultimate attacks from parallel quests, I still needed the ones that only Shenron could grant me and the ones that can only be taught from masters. The fastest way to gather the Dragon Balls is through parallel quest 12, Fierce Battle Ginyu Force. As soon as you start the quest, there should be a time patroller across the starting area. If they aren't there, restart until they are and keep beating them until they drop a Dragon Ball. Then the rest of the quest is easy enough at this stage of the game for you to blitz through it quickly. Doing these quests along with my masters earned me a whole lot of trophies, so it's time to rapid fire through them. I earned Destroyer Training for completing training with Beerus, the Greatest Warriors for unlocking every character in the game, Ginyu Force Training for completing training with Ginyu, Full Ultimate Power for gathering all super attacks, Tyrannical Training for completing training with Frieza, Full Super Power for gathering all ultimate attacks, and Rainbows Form in Your Eyes for completing training with every master. Some of Phase 4, which is online trophies, were actually done in Phase 3 as someone added me and asked if I could help them with some trophies. We sent each other gifts, earning us Share Your Energy with me for sending a gift, and I got a present for you for receiving a present. We then loaded into a parallel quest together as one trophy requires you to revive a teammate 7 times. For some reason, it wasn't working. I had been revived much more than 7 times, yet the trophy still hadn't appeared for them. I looked it up, and turns out it has to be done in online battles. So I set up a lobby and put us on separate teams alongside CPU teammates, and we targeted each other's teammates and revived them 7 times each, earning us team player. They offered to help me with any other trophies I needed, but I had to be up early the next day, so I had to get off for the night and we went our separate ways. Shout out to Dark Gamer, and hopefully they also have the platinum for the game. The reason why I wasn't so desperate to get the online trophies done then was because I had already planned and prepared how I was going to do them myself. I had 3 PlayStations up and running. So on my other account, I matched up against myself in Endless Battle 7 times and earned Won't You Dance With Me for playing online battle 7 times, a Fight of Courage and Pride for winning 7 online battles, Take on All Challenges for participating in Endless Battle 7 times, and Online Champion for winning Endless Battle 7 times. Wow, a lot of 7s. The final trophy I need is Rival to My Dreams, and all I need to do for that one is sit back and relax, as all I have to do is observe 7 battles. I set up my 2 other PlayStations and had them fight each other while I sat back and watched. After 7 battles, it was finally over. I earned If You Show Me Your Courage for platinuming Dragon Ball Xenoverse. This was a generational experience for me. Dragon Ball is a franchise that has been there for me pretty much my entire life. I created this channel so I can post videos about the franchises I'm extremely passionate about and share my passion with all of you through these videos. I hope my vision and feelings for this game were shown here, as I don't plan on stopping anytime soon. I want to platinum every Dragon Ball game possible, but I also want to do fun videos outside of platinums. If you made it this far, please leave a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel and let me know what Dragon Ball game you want me to platinum the most. I have a really fun series I'm planning on doing with a friend of mine when the new Sparking Zero DLC drops, so the next platinum will be Sparking Zero to prepare myself for that. I hope to see you all soon, and I'll see you when I see you.